Dad, how long does it take for hackers to crack a password?
How long do you think?
Hmm, a few hours?
Sometimes. Seconds.
Seconds? That's impossible.
Not if the password is weak. Some of the most common passwords can be cracked almost instantly. Let's break it down simply. A short password, like 6 characters, it can be cracked in seconds. Make it 8 characters? Maybe minutes or hours. But 10 or more characters, especially random ones, it could take years. According to cybersecurity research from Hive Systems, password strength increases very quickly with length. These are estimates, but the pattern is clear.
So I just add symbols and numbers.
That helps, but not as much as you think. The biggest factor is length. A long random password is much stronger than a short, complex one. For example, Tiger123. It looks strong, but it's actually easy to guess.
But how do hackers even guess passwords so fast?
They don't just guess randomly. They start with a list of the most common passwords. Things like 123456, password, QWERTY, even names like Tiger123. This is called a dictionary attack. It means trying passwords that people commonly use first. So if your password looks familiar, it's probably already on that list. That's why even adding numbers at the end doesn't really make it safe.
Okay, so I just make strong passwords?
Yes, but let me show you a simple way to do it. Instead of trying to remember random characters, start with something easier, a long phrase. For example, Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi are the greatest footballer of all time. Now take the first letter of each word. You get something like Kralmatkvote. Then make it stronger by mixing in uppercase letters, numbers, and symbols. For example, CR4LM at TGF0AT.
Oh, that's actually easier to remember.
Exactly. But here's something most people don't realize. Hackers know common patterns too. If you always put symbols at the end, or start with a capital letter, it becomes easier to guess. So mix things up. Don't follow predictable patterns, but even strong passwords won't fully protect you. Most people don't get hacked because their password is weak. They get hacked because they reuse the same password.
Wait, I use the same password for everything.
Then if just one website gets hacked, someone could access all your accounts. Your email, your social media, even your bank.
Wait, how does that happen?
When a website gets hacked, usernames and passwords are often leaked. Hackers take those leaked passwords and try them on other websites. They're not guessing one by one. They use automated tools to test thousands of logins in seconds. Even a strong password becomes useless if it's leaked and reused somewhere else.
So, if someone gets my password, I'm done?
Not necessarily. That's why there's something called two-factor authentication. Even if someone has your password, they still need a second step, like a code from your phone. It's an extra layer of protection, and you should enable it whenever it's available.
But how would I even know if my password was leaked?
Good question. You can check if your email has been exposed in data breaches, using sites like Have I Been Pwned? If your email shows up there, it means at least one of your passwords has already been exposed.
But how am I supposed to remember so many strong passwords?
That's the real challenge. Humans aren't good at remembering dozens of strong passwords. That's why people use something called a password manager. It stores all your passwords in a secure vault, so you only need to remember one master password. It can also generate strong passwords for you, and even log you into websites automatically.
So I don't even need to type my password?
Exactly. Which also means things like keyloggers, that record what you type on your keyboard become much less effective. Some popular examples include 1Password, KeePass, and Bitwarden. They're not the only option, but they all solve the same problem, helping you use strong, unique passwords without needing to remember them all.
So, it's not just about having a password.
Exactly. It's about how you use it. If you want to protect your accounts, keep it simple. Use passwords that are at least 12 characters long. Don't reuse the same password across different sites. Use a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols, but focus on length. Turn on two-factor authentication whenever possible, and check if your accounts have been exposed using Have I Been Pwned? Because most hacks don't happen because hackers are smart. They happen because security is weak.
So, it's actually in our control.
More than most people think. Follow for more super simple explanation.